and down. Last time, opposite leg, up and down. Hands come back. Good. Reach those legs as straight up to the ceiling as you can. Squeeze the light out from between them. Squeeze your glutes, and let's lower down slowly, one vertebra at a time. Press your arms into the mat. Try to keep it nice and even. You're not swaying side to side. And done there. Grab one or both legs and rock and roll up to seated. Good. Roll those shoulders and let that spine relax just a little bit. It has done quite a bit of work there. If you were unsure, you're like, yeah, we felt it, Kim. We know. Perfect. All right. So now I want us to go ahead and come onto one knee, and we're going to do a little kneeling side kick work. Now, I like to take my mat and fold it a couple of times, especially on this wood floor, so that I've got a little extra padding for that knee. Might be a good setup for you too. And then I'm going to bring the other leg out. Shoulders are back and down. I'm going to just bring my fingertips behind my ears, and I'm going to start with a little side movement here. So I'm just going to tuck and up. Again, tuck and up. One more time like that. Tuck and up. Now, I'm going to try to lift that leg as I tuck. Hand might come down, maybe not. Good, I went a little too aggressive the first time. Oh, there it is. And done, perfect. Now, reach both arms out, let that base hand come down, and I want a nice straight line all the way from this thumb and up. Good. So I've got a little round through the spine, the abs are tight, and this leg is going to come up to hip height. Perfect. Now, let's point the toe and bring that foot forward, right at hip height, flex the foot, and bring it behind. 1, point, and flex. 2, we got 6 to go here. 3, 4. Now, if this is contraindicated for you to be on your knee, just lie down on your side and do the same movement. 1 more, please. And 6. Good. So right here, last thing, we've got circles. Inhale and exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it, and then we're done. Inhale and exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh man, that was hard, yeah? Roll the wrist out a little bit, and we'll switch to the other side. Shoulders back. Bring those fingertips. Point that toe down and up. This should feel a little better without that hand down. 2 and 3. Now can you lift that leg just a smidge? And let's do it with control. Oh, not like that. I get to try again. Can't get it right on this side. I'm going to try one more time. You can be done if you got it right. That was better. Perfect. All right, now bring that hand down. Both arms are straight. Nice straight line all the way up. Make sure that arm isn't too far behind you. Just right over the shoulder. Shoulder blades back and down. Good. And now let's reach long through the toe to lift it up. Hip height, forward and back. Point the toe forward. Flex the toe behind. 1. Keep going. I'm just going to show what this would look like. You don't want to be on your knee there. Good. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. Now we've got those circles. Belly tight. This might be where you go into that side lying position. Inhale and exhale around 6, 5. Draw those shoulders back and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it. Inhale and exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3. Inhale and exhale. 2, and 1. Nice work. Good. Come onto those knees, maybe even just slightly wider, and come back just a little bit. Letting the spine relax, a little side to side movement there. Perfect. All right, go ahead And extend that mat back out for me. And we're going to come back to lying down on our back. So shoulders back, tuck and roll, nice and slow. Are we breathing? Okay, now we're going to do a little bit more leg action. Of course, this is just really abs in a new way, yeah? So let's bring both those legs straight up to the ceiling. Heels together, toes apart, and really squeeze the light out from between those thighs. Squeeze them in. Perfect. We're going to do double leg circles and then some scissors. So I'm going to start a little bit closer to my face this time. Sometimes I make sure you're right over your hips. I'm going to get a little bit bigger movement, bringing it just a little bit closer. So pulling the abs in, making sure that I don't lift the tailbone too far off the mat. I'm going to inhale down, keeping the heels together, and exhale around. And those heels will find themselves together, again, close to my face, right? Inhale and exhale. Good. 3, 4, 5. Make it a little bit deeper, but keep that small back on the mat. And there's 6. Now I'm going to keep those heels together as I go down and open. 6, 5. And if you were opposite of my circles, just reverse them. 4, 3. Are you squeezing those heels together as you bring the legs down? And one more time, please. Perfect. Keep those legs nice and straight. We're going to do a little scissor. So bring one leg down. The other leg is trying to come toward my head, but it's not moving much. And switch. Now I want you to feel that small back engage and use the opposite glute. So the leg that's up, you're going to squeeze into that glute as well. Abs tighter. 5, 5, 6, and 6. Perfect. Bring the knees together. Good. We're just going to do a little bit of a reverse crunch type of thing. So I'm going to, not a reverse crunch, just a little, it actually is really a crunch. We're going to squeeze those knees in and back. 2, 3, 4. No head up though. 5 and 6. Perfect. What do we got on time? Great time to take a drink. Take a little break. Oh, we got lots of time, yeah? Okay. So now, what I want you to do here is bring both legs straight up again. And we're going to open them wide. Flex the feet at the bottom. I'm going to need to move just a little. Good. So starting straight up, heels together. Open them wide. Flex the feet. Rotate the toes down and squeeze back up. Yes. Point the toes. Inhale. Flex. And exhale. Belly tighter. Point. Inhale, open, flex, toes down, squeeze back in. Perfect. Again, down, squeeze. Use those abdominals. Last time, please. Point and down. Now, for the fun, we're going to do one leg at a time. So I'm going to keep the back leg up here. I'm going to open the front leg. Nice and deep. Try not to roll over, right? You're going to keep that leg up to keep the hip down. Flex the foot and bring it up. Same side, please. Point. Open. Flex, toe down. Squeeze. Try not to let your body move very much side to side. Good. So you should feel your abdominals getting a little sassy here, your inner thighs, your glutes. Good. You've got one more. Good. How's that other leg? Still straight and engaged? Let's go to the other side. Point, flex, and squeeze back up. 6, 5. I'm starting to shake a little bit. That's no problem. 4, 3. Point, 2, and 1. Perfect. Last thing for inner thighs, little frog legs. Bring the heels together. Nice and wide. I'm going to scooch back onto my mat here. Nice and wide. Your knees are to the outside of your rib cage. You might even take a second and let them get a little stretch in there. Flex the feet again and press the heels together. As you do that, you're going to find a big engagement all the way through those inner thigh muscles here. So flex, press the heels together. Inhale, exhale, press out, point the toes, and come back in. Now, the deeper you want to take this, the closer to the floor you will extend those legs. So pull those abs in tighter and continue to engage the small back nice and deep into the mat. Point. Point, back in. Press those heels together, and that's your last one. Good. Now let's open those knees. Rock and roll just a little bit side to side, opening those hips a little bit. Perfect. All right, go ahead and bring those legs up. We're going to roll on up. And we're going to do a little bit of rolling. Again, a little bit of spinal movement here. So we're going to start with rolling like a ball. And that's basically just what it sounds like. I want you to focus on making sure that you bring the mat right in between the shoulder blades, but not up and onto the neck. Okay, so that's very important that we're not supporting the neck or supporting our weight onto our neck. You're going to use your abdominals and not momentum, which is a big challenge. All right, so I'm going to start with the hands right in my knee pits. Shoulders are back and down, elbows are wide, and your chin is kind of just tucked in parallel. Good, so nice and wide, shoulders down. Inhale, exhale, draw your abs up so the feet come up off of the mat. Good, now I'm going to try to bring those knees together. You don't have to. If it's more comfortable to keep them wide, that works. And I'm just going to round the spine, and I want you to let gravity pull you back. Shoulder blades come back up, balance, and try not to let the feet touch. Okay? Shall we do it again? Inhale and exhale, round the spine, back onto the shoulder blades and back up. Good, now I'm going to release my hands. See what you can do. You don't have to. Inhale and exhale, gravity down, abdominals up. Good, I'm going to extend the legs at the top this next time. Inhale, exhale, tuck, round, and up, extend, and in. One more time, show me what you got. Shoulders back, inhale, and exhale, round the spine, and up, and kick, and back in. Bring yourself forward. Nice work. Let's work on the back of our backside here a little bit. So let's go ahead and flip right over onto our bellies. Good. I want you to go ahead and bring your elbows right under your shoulders. And I've got fists here. I'm going to tuck the toes under and give myself a little bit of a space in between the thighs and the mat. All right? So now I'm going to let myself just lower down. Head can come all the way or close to the mat. Shoulders back and down. Inhale. Exhale, belly in. And lift. Stretch long, but don't straighten the arms. And again, let's keep those toes tucked behind us. We don't always do it like that, but I'm trying to get those legs engaged in a little bit more. Inhale and exhale up. And down. Now I want you to change your toes and your hands. So I'm going to flatten my feet. Tops of the feet are now down on the mat, and the hands are right next to me. So this first time, I'm not going to straighten the arms. You can even hover the hands if that is a temptation to press down through them. Draw those shoulders back and down. Reach line through the head and the toes. That should lift them both. Inhale and exhale. Bring everything up. And back down. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale up. And down. Good, so this time, let's go ahead and lift as high as we can through the chest and then straighten the arms. You can keep the legs down or lift them, whatever feels best for you. And now push through. Legs might be up, maybe not, and down. One more time like that. Inhale and exhale, reach through. Lift through the chest and back, and then straighten the arms. Good. Round your head back, looking up. Bend the knees if you want. Can you get your toes to your head? Nope. And lower down slowly. Good. Bring those legs back down. We're going to hover our hands just like we did before, but this time I want them in a little skydiver position. So elbows are about 90 degrees and the hands are up. We're going to do a little bit of work through the backside of the obliques here, right into, these are not the obliques are in the front, but these, the lower side portion of the lats here. So shoulders are back. Pull your abs up and in. Reach long. Good. Now elbow to hip, center. Elbow to hip, center. Elbow to hip, center. Elbow to hip. Inhale to center. Exhale. Exhale. You want to bend the knee and bring it up? You can. Try not to let the knee come fully onto the mat though. Little challenging. Oh, last time. And done. Perfect. All right, we're going to come into a shoulder bridge next. So you can just flip yourself around. Come onto your back. Knees are bent, feet are on the mat. So round your spine. Been here a few times today. Perfect. So now we're going to work on our abdominals through our hip movement. And I want you to think about a few things. So initially, I want your feet to be about hip distance apart. And you're going to think about those knees being magnetically drawn in toward one another, but they're not going to actually touch. Now, pull your abs up and in. Once again, like you have drawn your abs from your knees. Feel that small back press in. Hide your belly button behind your sternum. Open your shoulders and press your triceps down into the mat. So I've got my small back really pressing in. This is going to create a nice pelvic tilt, like I have a string right on my pubic bone and I'm pulling it toward my head. Start to engage. Feel the hamstrings engage. Squeeze those knees in toward each other. Lift the hips and then lift the spine, one vertebra at a time. So you're in a nice straight line from the knees to the shoulders. Perfect. Just hold here for a moment. Feels pretty good, yeah? Squeeze through the glutes a little bit. And I want you to just make a circle with your back hip. So I'm going to kind of come up and around and down. Do that again. Back hip. 2, inhale, exhale, 3, and 4. Go the other way. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now front hip. Ready? Down and around. 4, 3, use those abs, use those glutes. And 1 other way. 4, 3, remember it's just that front hip. 2, the back one's along for the ride. And 1, good. Lift those hips up just a little bit more. Can you walk your feet in and come onto your toes for me? Squeeze those knees in together a little bit. And we're going to do a little bit of pulsing wide and pulsing narrow. So I want you to go wide, wide, narrow, narrow, wide, wide, narrow, narrow. So my knees are barely tapping at that narrow position. Open, open, in, open, open, in. Stay on those toes if you can. Bring those heels down if you need to. Belly tighter and higher with the hips last time. Good. Stay up on those toes. One more thing. Belly tight. I'm going to bring the small back down and press back up. Now your knees want to open up. Squeeze them together. And 2. Press those arms in. Down. And 3. Down. Not your tailbone. Small back. And 5. And 6. Lift up. Drop your heels if you want to. And let's peel ourselves down. Belly tight. 1 vertebra at a time. Good. Slow it down. Slow it down. About halfway here. Inhale. Exhale. Let the hips come down. And release into neutral spine. So the hips are now just parallel with the floor. Perfect work. Good. Just enough time for some planks and push-ups. Are you excited? Yay! Okay, so we're going to flip back over. You can kind of come up to seated and then flip back over. So in my class, your first plank is your favorite plank. So you might be on your hands, you might be on your forearms, you might be on your knees, you might be on your toes. I always say that if you would like to be on your knees, cross your ankles. It takes the weight a little bit more off of the patella and puts it onto the meat of your quadriceps a little bit more. So off that kneecap. So I am a hands and toes planker. That's my favorite plank. It's probably not the hardest. A forearm plank can be harder. I have a wrist issue, and so I actually like to strengthen it by doing the planks. But if it's acting up, I actually do come back down onto the forearms. So pick your favorite plank here, and we're going to just tuck those elbows back, tuck the toes under. And again, if you're on your knees, go ahead and cross your ankles. And I want you to think of yourself like a plank, just like this floor. If I picked up a piece of this wood, the whole thing would come up at once. It wouldn't be chest first, then butt or whatever, right? So think about your whole body coming up as one piece. And when we get to the top, we're going to talk about every portion of your body, and you're going to do a little self-check. So I'm going to engage through my thighs. I don't know if you can see that in these baggy pants, but they're all the way off the mat already, engaging into the glutes. That pulls right into the abdominals, into the shoulders, and then I'm ready to just come right up. Good. So I'm looking about, 12 to 18 inches ahead of that mat. Shoulders come to the outside of the rib cage, so I don't want them squeezed together. Good. Pull those abs in a little bit more, and as you do that, you'll find that your quadriceps need to engage, which engages the hamstrings, which engages the backs of your knees down into your calves, shins, and all the way back into your Achilles tendon. Perfect. Just hang out here another minute. Inhale. Exhale. I don't mean a full minute. How about a breath? Inhale and exhale. Let's slowly lower down. Nice work. Okay, so we're going to add on to that a little bit. We're going to do a Pilates push-up and plank pyramid, I like to call it. So you're going to do one breath for a plank, one push-up. 2 breaths for a plank, 2 push-ups. 3 breaths for the plank, 3 push-ups. 4 breaths, 4 push-ups, and then back down. 3, 2, 1. So it is a lot in a row. A lot of people prefer to go on their knees, especially for those Pilates push-ups. Pilates push-ups, keep that elbow right next to the rib cage and work right into the triceps, which is a much smaller muscle group than the pectorals that we work with a traditional push-up. So I typically start and end like the 1 and 2 on my toes, but the 3 and 4, I usually am on my knees for those push-ups. So find what works best for you. Whole thing on your knees, whole thing on your toes, a little combination of both, whatever works, all right? So 1 breath for the plank, and then 1 push-up, and then we'll keep going from there. So shoulders are back. Pull those abs in tight. Engage through the body. Inhale and exhale up. Inhale. Exhale. 1 breath. Now 1 push-up. Down and up. Good. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 push-ups. 1 and 2. 3 breaths. Inhale. 1. Inhale. 2. Inhale. 3. I'm going to do 3 push-ups on my knees. 3. 2. And 1. Oh, baby. Here we go. 4 breaths. Inhale. 1. Inhale. 2. Inhale. 3. Last breath. 4. 4 push-ups. You've got it. Let me show another modification. All 4s. Down. 1. 2. 3. 4. Up for 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale. 3. 2. 1. 3 push-ups. Oh, team, you've got it. 3. 2. Take a break when you need it. 1. 2 breaths. 1. 2. 2 push-ups. And last time. 1 breath. Inhale. Exhale. 1 push-up. You killed it. You're done. Good work. Good work. Good work. Walk your fingertips away. Little clamshell stretch. And come tall onto those knees. Sort your pants. Sort your shirt. That was good. It's a hard one, yeah? Happy Thanksgiving, my gift to you. All right, our next gift is that we don't have time for side planks, so we're gonna go ahead and stretch out. Let's come on to all fours here. Good, all right, I want you to bring your right knee up so your foot is right next to your hand. Some people like to take a little back here and or lift that back knee into a runner's lunge, and I like to slide and wiggle it as far back as feels comfortable. And then sometimes I like to open that knee up. Take what you got there. I'm going to put that knee down and switch. Good. Take your time. This is stretching. It is dynamic, not static. We are moving all the way through. We never stop moving in Pilates, like a dance class, right? And I'm going to lift that foot up, wiggle it back, open that knee if you want. So I'm just kind of opening my knee away from my elbow here at back. And both knees down again. Good. Tuck your toes under. And lift your knees off, rounding your spine into an elephant stretch. So round, round, round the spine, looking back. Heels are off. Pull yourself higher through the shoulder blades, round the spine. And then press back into the heels. Good. Bend one knee, press the other heel down. Get that nice pike stretch in. How low can you get that heel? I cannot quite get it all the way to the floor. And one more. Good. Now walk your hands to your toes or your toes to your hands. Your call there. And let's just hang out here upside down for a moment. I want you to let everything kind of wiggle and relax. Good. Let's make little circles over our pinky toes into the outside of that mat. 5, 6. Other way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, all right. So we're going to actually end a little bit more relaxed than we often do. So I want you to let everything relax here. So we're going to start from the toes up into the heels, ankles, knees, thighs, hips, spine, shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers. So keeping everything pretty relaxed and soft, we do need to stack ourselves back up. So gently stack each and every vertebra, one right over the other. Let's breathe. Hips need to come slightly forward to keep everything stacking. Oh yeah, that feels good, good. Shoulders back, neck and head come up last. Perfect. Can you come back into that Pilates V for me? I know my camera is still a little bit low, so I'll try to get as far back as I can. We're going to bend the knees. Inhale and exhale, reach up. And again, this time let's relax all the way up. So stay up here. Let everything relax. I'm wiggling my fingers. You can't see it. Only your nose can see the top of my head there. Good. Let everything relax. Now turn your fingertips away from one another. And I want you to let your arms just float down. You can close your eyes here if you want. Inhaling and exhaling. No gravity, no resistance. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, 1. Nice work today. Thanks for joining me for Pilates. Enjoy the holiday. Enjoy your family. I know it's probably going to look a little bit different than years past or what you would like to do, but make the best of it and find all those things you have to be grateful for. See you next time.